7:47, two missing episodes of Doctor Who, which haven't been seen since they were broadcast more than 60 years ago, have now been found.
Friday the 13th has been regarded as a harbinger of ill fortune, yet for fans of the long-running science fiction series of Doctor Who, March the 13th, 2026 provided to put this theory to the test. At the stroke of midnight, the BBC unveiled remarkable news. Two long-lost episodes from 1965 featuring William Hartnell as the First Doctor had been recovered by the Film is Fabulous team. These rediscovered treasures were from the epic 12-part serial The Daleks Master Plan, penned by Terry Nation and Dennis Spooner and directed by Douglas Camfield. The recovered chapters are Episode 1, The Nightmare Begins, and Episode 3, Devil's Planet. In this video, I will go through the history behind this extraordinary find, and we will examine the circumstances that led to the loss of so many earlier Doctor Who episodes, trace the gradual recovery of some of the Daleks Master Plan, with 3 of its 12 episodes previously known to survive before this news, and consider the significance of the latest discoveries. The TARDIS arrives on the planet Kemble, where the Doctor is searching for medical assistance due to his companion Stephen being injured in ancient Troy, seen in the previous story, The Mythmakers. Soon, the Doctor discovers his old enemies, the Daleks, are in league with the ruthless Mavic Chen and the Guardians of the Solar System. The aim is to retrieve the Terranium core, which will activate the Time Destructor, a weapon that can destroy all life on planets. The Daleks Master Plan was broadcast on BBC One between the 13th of November 1965 to the 29th of January 1966. The serial followed a similar story structure to some of Terry Nation's other Doctor Who stories, The Keys of Marinus and The Chase, where the story had an overarching plot, but each episode had a different setting and characters. Alan Stevens and Fiona Moore analysed this story in the Celestial Toy Room magazine issue 302 by commenting on how, although it was only transmitted the once, Master Plan would invariably have an effect on later writing for Doctor Who as well. Although Nation moved on from the series for a while after this production, both of the David Whittaker Dalek stories explore themes which Master Plan raises, focusing as they do around Dalek cunning and their exploitation of human greed and ambition. After broadcast, the videotapes of the 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th and 9th episode was cleared for wiping on Thursday the 17th of August 1967. The 3rd and 6th were junked on Friday the 31st of January 1969, and the final 3 installments were wiped on Thursday the 17th July 1969. Several clips have remained in the archives, including a 90-second extract from the 3rd episode, Devil's Planet, and a 58-second extract from the 4th episode, The Traitors, which shows the beginning of the end for companion Katerina. The latter surviving clip was shown on the children's programme Blue Peter through a Doctor Who segment in 1973, celebrating the 10th anniversary of the show. This film print of the 4th episode, however, was never returned to the BBC Library. The Daleks Master Plan was gone, but never forgotten, with fans regarding this serial as a lost holy grail, and at the time they could only hear the cast and crew talk about the story and read outlines of Master Plan. However, this all changed in July 1983, where film prints of the 5th and 10th episodes, Counterplot and Escape Switch, were found in the basement of a church. The 2nd episode, Day of Armageddon, was located by former BBC engineer Francis Watson. All of the 3 episodes of Master Plan found across the years at that point were then released in the Lost in Time DVD box set, which included orphan episodes from different 1st and 2nd Doctor missing serials. The last time there was any official missing episode news was 2013, Doctor Who's 50th anniversary year, where 9 episodes from Patrick Troughton's 2nd season were found in Nigeria. Proceeding after that would be the longest gap in terms of missing episode news, but that has all changed thankfully with the recent news of episode 1 and 3 returning to the archives. These episodes were found in the collection of a deceased film enthusiast by Film is Fabulous, a charitable trust run by film collectors, whose objective is to ensure private collectors who are keeping these tapes are making sure they are preserved and can be returned to the archives once they have passed. The team have been communicating with BBC Archives to ensure they can be returned safely. But with all this excitement, how can fans access these 2 episodes? For UK fans, the 2 episodes will be added onto BBC iPlayer on the 4th of April 2026, with a screening being held on the same date at Riverside Studios. At the time of making this video, it is unsure how fans outside of the UK can watch these episodes, but hopefully it shall be soon. I, for one, am excited by this recent revelation, considering it is my favourite First Doctor story, and it's directed by one of my favourite directors who have been on the show, Douglas Camfield. I'm hoping this means there is still hope that stories that we think will never be found will be discovered one day.